Yay! All right, that should work now. Everyone's voice is going to be a little bit offset, but that's fine. So, yes, this is session 2 of the Utenschlag campaign, and Dave had a pretty good write up as far as what happened last time, but it was the first session. You guys, for various reasons, had decided to make the trek to the village of Nightstone, mainly to um, hook up with the Lady Nandar for various tasks, except for Mirror, who is going there on a personal family business to deliver a note that had been mistakenly delivered to her old neighbors who now actually resided in Nightstone. However, when you got there, the city had something big had happened. There were boulders strewn all over the place, and the town was pretty much largely deserted of all of its residents. You did, though, find a whole bunch of goblins who apparently had come into town to take advantage of the residents fleeing and were busy looting the place. So you went to several of the buildings. You found a couple goblins in the church ringing the bell. You took care of. Actually, you didn't kill them. You let them go. But then in the next building you went into, which was the Nightstone Inn, you found another goblin raiding the pantry, and you pretty much killed that one right off the bat. You also ran into a few wargs outside the inn that you got into a scrap with, but managed to defeat them as well. Inside the inn, in addition to the goblin, you encountered a woman who apparently had been staying at the inn when whatever happened had happened. And she described it as these boulders, these immense boulders falling from the sky and crashing down and causing mass hysteria and chaos. And the townspeople apparently fled the town. She was not a resident and she didn't feel safe leaving, so she holed up in the inn, managing to kill one of the goblins who had entered, and she shot it from her vantage point. That one of these boulders had apparently come right through her the room that she was staying in the inn and smashed through into the ground level, so she could actually shoot right down and shoot him in the back. But once you guys run into her, she calms down a little bit. Seems like she's a little bit less worried now that you're here. So you accompanied her to the storeroom where that goblin had been looting the pantry, and she hadn't eaten for a while, so she took in one of the items in the sack, this great big chicken that the goblin is in the process of stealing. And that's where we pretty much left off. So I think that's where we'll move you guys now to the map of the Nightstone Inn. Again, this is a multiple building map, so you guys are actually located at the bottom. And there's a dead goblin body in there as well, unless you guys have moved it.
No.
But you guys, I believe you were taking a short rest at this point. So if you guys needed to apply any hit, looks like you guys are pretty much at max hit points. So you may have already done all that. But
yeah, I definitely did it already.
Okay. So yeah, we will pick up immediately from there. So what do you guys want to do?
I think we wanted to, after she was done eating, we wanted to go check out the next building over.
Okay. She she says she's taking a rest too. She says that she needs to go and get something from her bedroom, if you don't mind, before you leave.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Okay, so she will head up to her room. Siriandel, are you at the top of the stairs there still?
Sure, why not?
Okay. So she goes into her room. You hear her clinking around by this. Most of the furniture in the bedroom was destroyed, but the desk was still there. You hear her kind of reaching around like behind it, and then she comes out with some additional bolts for her crossbow in her hand. And she basically kind of loads them into a little pouch like in her sleeve at hand. And she says, all right, ready to go.
All right, let's do it.
So I will then move you guys back to the Nightstone map. Let me copy her icon because I don't think she was on the main map. So the Nightstone map is massive, so yeah, you'll want to zoom out. And pretty much you can place you guys all over in front of the inn where you guys entered. Oops, her icon's like way too big. Here, hang on. I gotta scale it down.
She's a giant.
She's huge.
She's huge. Let's see. I can put her name up too. All right. Okay, so you guys, the inn that you had entered is basically to the north.
Yep.
And you'd been in the church, which was right there. You really hadn't explored too much of the rest of the town. Oh, and you guys did raise the drawbridge, I recall, too.
Yes.
After you let those goblins escape.
Yes, we did.
But Kella, when you talked to her, she said that she felt like basically you'd only killed 3 goblins. She said there were many more some around town. So,
Yep.
but she has no idea where they are. Just that she knows that more than 3 came into town for sure.
I'm sure she can see the bodies of all the other ones that we killed around this area.
Well, you only killed the 1. Oh no, you did kill 2. 2 more came from behind the that building.
Yeah,
right there.
and the
Sorry.
wargs.
Yes.
Yeah, the wargs.
So
where do you guys want to go? You want to
this
go
one
to that?
or back
You just wanna-
there?
Sure, why not? Let's just go. Keep going. Hit that one up.
Yep. Makes sense.
Complete our sweep.
Okay, you're gonna step to the front of that building, and let's see. That is. Come on, let's see here. Looks to be some sort of a stable building, and you can tell that there's the yard to the north of the map is looks like a. Actually, that might be a farm to the north. That might be a separate building. So this is the stable that might be attached.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a front door to this. The door is currently closed.
Open.
I was going to run over and poke my head in and see if anyone's surviving.
I will go over
Think
there
that
with
falls.
Serendiel. I will accompany him.
Great. I open the door.
Okay.
We'll come running if you need us.
Yes.
All right. So could everyone make a perception check, please?
What?
Perception.
I see Paul's got his old rolls back.
Yeah, I see
Dang.
that.
Jeez, I got my old
Kyle.
ones back, too.
Wow.
Ooh, hey, look at that.
So the rest of us don't even know our toenails.
Yeah.
Paul has it dialed in.
Okay, so let me switch you guys over. There's another map over here in the buildings again, in the stable. Let's see. This would be feeling. It's in the upper left. The stable house is. And it's basically got some horses in there, and there's along the top there is actually a second level that you see these 2 ladders going up like here. Well, I want to click through here. Okay, it's because I have it on that. Okay, there, and yeah, exactly. That leads to a loft on the upper level. And Groot, since you came in, you with that perception roll, you actually heard something moving around up there.
I, do the old, whatever the heck you do to do that. Dude, there's something there. Although we've only been traveling for what? How many days we've been together?
Yeah, the old.
We don't have the hand
Okay,
signal
so
down
I
yet.
make these weird ass
Right.
signals that probably
Why?
Beer's probably the only one that understands them.
Ah,
He's part of the Emerald Enclave.
Yeah.
Everybody else goes, "What the fuck?" And yeah, so I do that, and then I still step in.
Okay,
What
yeah,
the
Mirror, you
deuce?
are able to discern that that's basically what he was in the process of doing, is indicating that, yeah, there's something else up there.
Okay.
So it was up in the loft.
Yeah, definitely you could hear, I mean, you heard like some movement of like some horses in the
Okay.
stalls, but the sound you heard was something definitely coming from up above with that roll.
All right.
So I go to the left. So I go down to the lower to the other map and then climb up slowly up the ladder.
Okay.
I'll enter and kind of stay down here, but focus get my bow ready.
What about the rest of you guys?
Well, we're up at the farm.
Yep.
Yeah, we're up out in the pasture area or paddock, I guess.
Okay. So, yeah, actually, Kella's staying outside anyway, so she's not
Yeah.
coming in. All right,
Guard
so
the
we're
door.
gonna we'll deal with this then. So so Groot, you actually climbed the ladder up to the loft, and
Quietly.
okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Damn.
Nice.
You're back.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
Back, baby!
So you very quietly climb to the top of the loft, completely soundlessly, and you see that there are a number of bales scattered about, but there's kind of a path leading back, and a lot of these bales are high enough that they could be concealing something. So, but from your line of sight, you don't see anything at the top of the ladder.
So I go down to the. So Mirror is down there near the door.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're on two different maps, and so is Samuel. Okay, so
Yep.
I do all that at the top,
I got my arrow ready, so
and I try to go up to right about there if possible, being sneaky.
Okay, go ahead and make another stealth check. Mirror, where do you have your bow trained?
I'm kind of
Wah, wah.
like up in the like middle.
Okay,
You know?
at these bales that are right on the edge there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I'm basically in advance of where he is.
All right. Okay. So Groot, you move to that location and you don't really hear anything moving. So whatever it is, either stopped or knows you're there.
Hmm.
Hmm. Here, goblin, goblin, goblin.
Yeah. Where did you go? let's see
Samuel,
what-
what are you doing? You're just staying there at the base of the ladder? other
Yeah,
ladder?
I mean, I've got my rapier out and I'm kind of waiting in case he flushes anyone out.
Okay.
So is this 5 foot squares?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast a fun spell that I have. It's a cantrip.
Oh boy.
It's called Thorn Whip. And what it
Nice.
does, so let's see if I can do it. So hang on. Oh, no, wait. I gotta, how do you get this description to go? Nope,
Uh,
that's not it.
I don't know if there's a way
That's
to do
not-
it with an without an
Thorn
attack.
whip.
Once it's configured for an attack. but-
Whip.
Whip. Whip. All right, so let me just bring it up. So hang on.
Yeah, you could cut and paste it out of your spell sheet, maybe.
Right.
When I
Yeah.
click on it, I
Oh.
get that weird.
Yeah,
Oh.
LOPWRFMAQ5
Yeah.
Perfect.
Click on it, you
3.14
get that.
repeating.
All right. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Uh-oh.
Hang on, I'm getting it.
There you go.
So what I wanted to do, it says that if I hit, I can drag a creature that is large or smaller up to 10 feet closer. And so what I want to do is I want to take that bale of hay, I want to grab it with my whip and pull it down.
Going letter of the spell. I mean, it specifically says you target a creature, but
Okay.
I'm going to say, just for the sake of what the fuck, let's be cool. It's a cool image. Sure. Yeah, go for
It's
it.
a hate creature.
So you basically target the bale. I'm sorry, which one was it?
It was
looking
the
at the
first
spell.
one. I rolled 13.
Okay. I'm sorry. Which bale of hay were you targeting?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was this one, kitty corner to me.
Sure. So we'll say AC 10, no problem.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, you go Indiana Jones that bale of hay and
Yeah, I
yank
did
it on
that.
down. And sure enough, revealed behind it, you see actually a goblin, and he actually had his back to you. So either he
Is
was
it in my view
totally.
now?
I'm sorry.
Would that be in my view now?
No, he is actually far enough back that he would be
And I
out of
can't
your
see him. Okay.
yeah, out of your line of sight. But Groot, you definitely see him, and he apparently didn't know you were there at all. You were being stealthy enough, and he was
Damn
just
it.
absorbed with whatever he had. And as soon as the bale of hay, I mean, the whip makes a noise, even though
Oh,
it's
yeah.
magical. And the bale of hay certainly makes a noise as it topples over, and he turns around and his eyes just get like super wide. So we will roll initiative, but he basically is surprised this round, so he will not act on the first round.
All right. So click on my guy. Click on my guy.
Surprise.
Nice.
Or-
Okay, really? Okay, so it's a named goblin, but he doesn't have an actual stat block here.
It's a named goblin.
Ooh.
Billy
Yeah.
Joe Bob the Goblin.
Even the bell
Yeah,
ringers
Bubba.
have a name though. It's weird.
Bubba
Yeah,
Gump.
all of the goblins have names in this. It's actually, very interesting. So anyway, that go for
Can
descending.
he be
so,
Chauncey?
so yeah, and as he sees you standing there, Groot, he actually yarks out in surprise. So
Yark!
yeah, everyone is aware that there is a creature up there. So Samuel, you get to go ahead and act if you wish.
How much movement would it take me to climb up the stairs? There's really not like squares here. So
Yeah, how high is that?
Let's see. There's 5 access to the hayloft. The loft is. Come on, really? It doesn't say how high it is.
15 feet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say
The
50. That's weird. It doesn't say.
So I'll say I can get to there in a normal move.
Yeah.
Is that okay? And that's what I'll do, and I'll kind of prepare myself. Is it in 5 edition? Like if someone comes around the corner, you can stab them. Is that
Yeah,
Only-
prepare an attack?
ready
Yes.
is an action, and
Okay.
it's basically as a standard action. And the thing is that if the trigger doesn't occur, you lose your turn. I mean, you can't like
Yeah,
say.
so I'm just gonna move to there, and I'm gonna ready myself in case someone comes around that bale of hay towards me.
Okay, and you can ready an attack or some specific
yeah, that's
type
what
of action.
I'm
Okay.
gonna have my rapier, and I'll ready an attack.
Okay, if he comes within melee range. Okay,
Yeah.
Unless it's one of us.
Well,
yeah,
I guess I didn't
Well.
think I had to specify that, but sure.
yeah. We'll take that as read. Okay, Groot, you're up.
Okay, so I knew I wanted to do this before Samuel moved, so I'm going to do another Thorn Whip. Then I'm gonna Cool Whip him.
Whip.
Cool.
4 points of damage.
Cool.
But then I'm
whip
going to
him.
drag him 10 feet closer, which will take him off the edge, and
Okay.
he'll fall on the ground.
You can't kill the goblin without Cool Whip.
That's right.
So,
Yes, that
awesome.
definitely did hit him. He is wearing leather armor, but that's still enough to hit him. So he actually, how many points did it do? 4 piercing damage to him.
piercing damage, and I
1d6.
dragged him 10 feet closer to me, and that would drag him over the edge of the hayloft and onto the ground.
Okay, so and he doesn't have any way to get away from that in terms of
Nope.
pull the creature 10 feet. Nope, that's an attack. You made your attack.
Yep.
So okay. So I'm assuming what happens at the end of the spell? The whip
It's just one attack that's gone. It's a cantrip.
right. So it's a vine-like whip, but I'm assuming the whip disappears at the end of the.
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, he is yanked over the edge, and yeah, basically both of you guys see. Actually, all you guys see this. And Mirror, well, you didn't get a chance. You weren't in combat, so you didn't specifically ready an action. And Samuel,
No,
he
I
didn't.
haven't had my turn yet. So
Right,
yeah.
but you definitely see him. He goes
Yeah.
falling down. He needs. Let's see. He actually.
Does he hit that rock? And does he hit his head on the rock?
Oh, Buster
He
wide
has a
open.
concussion.
Actually, I just rolled. 1d6. Yeah, his head. He falls over the edge. His head basically hits the rock. His head stops. The rest of his body doesn't.
Ow.
Fucking
Ow.
awesome.
His head rolls down over the other side of the rock. His body just kind of jerks around a little bit and comes to a stop. So, extremely short combat.
Nice.
Wow.
Fun.
Oh,
That was the
wow.
one good goblin.
I like I like
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
He was going to be an exhibition. He was going to tell us everything about what we need to know. Now he's dead.
So yeah, I let me quick switch to the other guys.
Yep.
What you guys are on the stables or the farm to the north?
The farm.
The farm.
The farm.
Okay, so
And we hear this
these-
commotion, I suppose, and we say, "What the hell?"
yeah, you guys actually, yeah, you guys would hear the commotion and you hear the goblin shriek and then abruptly it's cut off.
All right, so let's. Is there an
make a-
entrance
make-
along
ma-
this wall?
I'm sorry. Can you quick make a perception check?
Certainly. Hey, not bad.
Not too
Huh?
bad.
Not too bad, both of you. You both notice that you don't know where Kella is.
We don't know what?
You can't see where Kella is. She is no longer there.
Crap.
Well, son of a bitch.
He's right back to me.
What was that, Dom?
Crap.
Oh, no, Dave. What was that, Dave?
Oh,
She had stayed right outside the door, so
yeah.
All right. Then I'm gonna walk back over here and look this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna help the search.
Okay.
See what.
You guys look that way and make another perception check. Wait, I'm sorry. You're looking off to the west, so never mind. You don't see anything to the west.
Oh, that was a waste of a 20.
Oh,
Oh well. I noticed what type of wood the drawbridge is made of.
That's right.
All right. So we don't see her that way. Just looking around in general.
Looking around in general.
there's that big building. There's that other building to the south. I wonder if she
Yeah,
ducked in there.
to the south, actually, you guys do see something.
Okay.
Way down past the building to your south, you actually spot two figures moving around in this field.
What
Yeah.
size? Goblin
Oh.
size? Oh yeah.
Yep.
You actually see they're too small, and it's hard to tell, but they're goblin size, but their heads just seem kind of weird, like they're big and round, like bulbous and kind of orangish, like they
They're
totally look deformed.
they're Funko Pops. I yell out to the barn. We
Let's
got
go.
more creatures.
Let's go kill him.
Yeah. I yell out, more creatures, guys. Get out of here.
Right, and okay.
I relay that message to the other two.
Okay. So if you guys want to exit the
Yep.
barn, you
Okay.
can.
I was right by the door.
And I guess we'll just go ahead and roll for initiative now. Let's see. Where is my little goblin?
Don't forget to click on your.
And
do that.
I asked Serendil, where'd Kella go? She was right
I
behind
don't know.
me.
She took off. Something weird going on with her. That's for sure. I don't want to not trust her, but I don't trust her now. That makes me sad.
I think you should all know I'm feeling very depressed right now.
Okay, so we're going to go round by round on this. So go ahead, Mirror, you get to go first.
Now these are 10-foot squares, right?
Correct.
Outside here.
Yes.
And the hell was our movement? 30 only?
30 for
Depends
a
on
move or
you.
60 or a dash.
Okay, I'll do a dash. So 5, 6. So I move to there, and then let me see.
I would say that you'd stop just shy of there. There's actually a fence kind of enclosing that field.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah,
So,
it looks like a farm of some
like
sort.
right there.
Yeah, you'd stop just shy of it, and basically, I would say that the fence is difficult terrain, so it'd be double move through each of those.
Okay.
But that's
and
as far
if I
as
dash, that's all I can do because
that was your action. Yep.
Yep, got it. All right, that's where I am.
Groot is up. You're muted, Paul.
Yep, I'm muted. I saw that. So enemies are near mirror, right? Did we ever get a good description? Did anybody ever talk about what they were? Just there's bad guys out here. That's all I heard. That's all we know.
Yeah.
And mirror went the right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And I am going to cast Long Strider on myself, which increases my move by 10 feet for an hour. It's not concentration. Yay! Because 85% of Druid spells are concentration.
Yeah.
They're all concentration. It's fucking ridiculous. Let's see here. 45. So you said this was difficult inside?
Basically, if you have to climb a fence, that square counts as difficult.
10 feet.
Yeah.
You could go around that building instead.
So, is it here or is it farther to?
Well, they were just kind of pointing to the south. Where you're standing right now, you don't actually see them.
Oh, then I will go.
So,
I'll go right there.
If I duck down, could he hop on my back and hop right over the fence?
I would still count it as difficult terrain. He could do that if he wants to. But
I'm going to go right there.
Okay. And you can definitely, and once you come around the side of the building, you do see these two small forms. And being this close, you can actually tell they look like they're almost certainly goblins because they're dressed very similarly to the others you saw. But you see that they're both actually wearing pumpkins on their heads.
What the hell?
They're just kind of like staggering around, and you hear like these little goblin laughter coming out. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And it looks like they might be like chasing each other around.
Two more
dumbass goblins. So these are the geniuses that you want to talk to.
Yeah. Semril is up.
All right. Well, I can't really do much, so I'm gonna like double move over here, following mirror.
Okay. All right, goblin. Let's see. Are you guys making any attempt to be like stealthy or anything? I mean, he shouted out, but they actually seem to miss it because they obviously have these big pumpkins on their heads. But as you're approaching, do you like Groot? Are you attempting to be quiet in any way? You were moving.
No,
you were moving full movement. So
I was not, but I am just wearing hide armor, so I'm not like super noisy.
Yeah, it's not your tank
whatever.
or anything.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so yeah, they are still apparently oblivious to you. So they basically kind of bump into each other. You hear them laughing. One of them actually falls over and goes prone, which may actually make a difference at some point for an attack. But that was their actions. They otherwise do not do anything. Valdry's up.
Let's see. I think I'm going to do a dash. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'm going to I'll do a dash and get right down next to where Groot is.
Okay. And Serendil, sorry. Is your movement that much?
Sorry.
Valdry?
Dash would be 60.
30 feet. So yeah, if I dash, I can go 60.
Okay.
So I
wait
go
till I can fly.
Let's see. What is the range to? Let's see. Which one's? How do I do range again?
The little ruler.
Ruler up there in the top left.
The comb inside of the circle.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so the building would be blocking your line of sight to these creatures right now.
To both of them.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll double move. So 5, 10. There we go. That'll be 60 feet for me.
And you fall in the hole in the middle of town. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
I
Oh,
go
wait,
around
wait,
the
wait,
hole.
sorry. Okay, so hang on a second. So what I measured was 40 feet. Now, do we have to double everything?
On this map,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
each of
this
these
is-
squares
Oh,
is
then
10
I'm not
feet.
even, okay, so then I'm going to move myself back.
2.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm sorry.
1
Yeah,
feet.
I forgot you cast a spell. So I
Yeah,
thought you
yeah.
were dashing. I'm sorry.
Well, I thought I was moving 40 feet, but I'm not. That moves 80 because the measurement is wrong. So
Right.
I'm
Got it.
out
Right.
there.
Right.
Yeah,
so
I
gotta
forgot that you
back
cast a
to-
spell, so I thought you were dashing, but you weren't.
Oh, I'm back there.
Yeah, this is a 10-foot 10-foot
Yep.
scale.
These are all 10 foot. Yep.
But the measuring is not 10 feet.
Mhm.
Right.
So whatever you measure, double it.
Yeah.
I counted by squares rather than by.
Yeah,
That's,
me too.
All right.
Hang on. Now try it.
So if I measure, that's better.
yeah, that,
Okay.
yeah.
All right,
There
cool.
you
It didn't.
go.
I was worried last time I was going to screw everything up, but I just said, screw it. I'll try and adjust it, and it worked. All right.
Okay.
So that was Serendial. We're back to Mirror.
All right. Did any of these 2 pop in my view
Pop in your view. I'm not sure what you
Like-
mean by that.
as they're moving around? I mean, can I see them now? Like this guy?
Currently, you don't have line of sight.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna spend that time hopping over the fence. So that'll have my movement for 1, right? So say I can get to like here, right? That'd be 15 feet.
Yeah, basically.
And then I'll move to the other side and not climb it.
Well, that'd be 30 feet.
Right. But I was gonna do like a dash again.
You've just moved yourself 30 feet on the second half. That's what I'm saying. Each square is 10 feet.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
So yeah, you could get there, but that would be a 30-foot move. And
Well, I can move 45 feet, correct? total?
Yeah, if you take a dash,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so you can move all the way there with a dash.
Yes. Yeah. If you're gonna
Right.
dash, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I yell at them. What are you doing?
And you do, and they, okay, so now you see them and you yell out and they kind of stop moving around and kind of look around, and you can see that obviously they can't see anything with these big pumpkins on their heads, but they now appear to be aware that someone is there yelling at them in
Yep.
common. Groot, you're up.
Let's see here. I will go to, I can go 45 feet, so I'll do that. That's right there. And you yelled at him already?
I did.
Um,
So they're probably distracted. I mean, they're
yeah, I'll shoot him with an arrow. Why not?
Okay.
Oh, that's right. You did say that we want to keep him alive, right? Or no?
No,
Yeah.
we'd like to at least find out a little about them.
Well, it's just one of them, right? Yeah, so it's just one. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot one. I'm not a fan of goblins, so let's see what this. And I
Oh,
miss.
boy.
wow.
Wow.
Actually, do you drop your bow?
Actually, hang on a second. Let's see. Because these guys actually have effectively the blinded condition, so attack rolls against the creatures have advantage.
Oh,
Ah,
It's still a
I
10.
only rolled 10 now.
Oh, yeah. So unfortunately, 10. Just by pure luck, one of them happens to move just out of the.
what about the prone one?
I don't know which one he was shooting at.
It
It doesn't matter. He would miss
doesn't
either
matter.
one.
I missed. It's fine. We're good. It was
Samuel.
fun.
All right, so I can move. That's 10, and then 20, 30, and then I guess let's see. Is that
You can do 45 like I
yeah? Well, so yeah, I can go up to right up next to you,
Okay.
All right.
and
so
that's
now-
my dash. So yeah.
Okay. Then we're up to these goblins. Okay, so the goblins spend basically their action taking these big ass pumpkins off their heads, and the one that was prone actually stands up now and sees you guys approaching, and their eyes get like super wide, like oh crap. But that's all that they can do that round, so they don't have. Oh well, no, actually they use their action to stand up. This guy. They both bolt. This guy basically used half of his movement to stand up, so he can only get to about there. This guy can use his full movement to get 5, 10, 15. Basically, he's going to get to there. Actually, hang on. Goblins have this nimble escape, which gives them a bonus action to disengage. So he actually is going to use that to essentially disengage over the fence to get to there. But that's as far as he can get. So, Valdry's up.
Okay. Let's see, I'm going to advance 10, 20, 30. That should put me right about there. And then am I within 60 feet of that one?
I don't think so. Oh, yeah.
Barely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we are going to see. I will cast on that one. Sacred Flame. So
Nice.
DC 12.
Okay, this is a dex save for the goblin. He's got... Oh, he got a 17.
Ah, lucky bugger.
So he manages to dodge out of the way of this bunch of fire that comes out of the sky and
So he,
scorches the ground right behind him. And these guys are like just jabbering in Goblin. I can't remember if any of you guys actually speak Goblin or not. I don't think so.
I don't
from
think
last
so.
time. So it's
Um,
unintelligible, but they're all shouting. Okay, that was Valdry, Serundial.
Okay. I go 30 feet forward, so 20, 30. And then I'm going to cast. Well, as I'm coming up, I'm like, hello, mirthful goblins. Don't run away. We want to talk with you. Because my character is basically Chris Traeger from Parks and Recreation. So
this is literally the best conversation
this
I've
is the
ever
best-
had.
and he's going to pop asleep on them. So I'm
Ooh.
going to target it here, and then everything within 20 feet of that radius. They have to make a.
I don't know if they even get a
You
save.
don't make any save.
No,
Yeah.
they don't make a save.
I
There
think
is no
they're just under the
save.
hit point. What's the
I
total?
roll 5d8. So boop.
All
20
right.
hit points of goblin go to sleep.
Okay, that actually is.
I rolled 2 1s, which does suck.
Well,
An 8 and a 7 in there though.
it is enough to actually put both of them to sleep. However, at that moment, several other people or creatures are going to enter the fray.
Okay.
Well, sure.
Because they heard all the shouting going on here.
Good.
So you've got
Come up.
2 guys coming out of this gatehouse here, and I got to pull up another.
So they're asleep for a minute. It's fine.
Oh, that was a really crappy roll. What about this guy?
Oh, just ignore this. This was just. I forgot you can actually cast it out of this sheet. But
Mhm.
I already rolled 20, ignore it, but I just wanted to see
Okay.
how that worked.
And let's see. Getting them here. It's actually. Come on, you piece of junk. Didn't work for him. Come on. Oh, that absolutely blew. Okay. Actually, so yeah, they won't get a chance to act right away, but they the door opens and you see these two goblins
Oh, down
getting
there.
ready to
Okay.
step out. Yeah. So Mirror, you're up.
So
We
I
can't
didn't see.
actually see.
I
them,
didn't
yeah.
see that, right? I can't even see.
Not from your
Oh.
vantage point, right?
Yeah. Neither of us would.
Well, I could still, even with climbing this fence, they're 30. That first one's 30 feet away. So I'm going to use my double move and get close to it and kind of get my rope out to tie him up.
Okay. Well, you could dash to it,
Yeah,
but
right.
yeah, pulling your
Yes.
rope out, it wouldn't really be a
Next
flourish
turn,
type
yeah.
thing. Okay, so that would be your turn. Groot, you're up.
Duck behind that rock, like crouched.
Let's see here. How far is that? Oh, come on, measure. Yeah, okay. I guess I'll get to about here. So do I see that? Would I have heard the door open? Do I see the door open?
I think you would have line of sight to that where the door opens up in the back, and it's kind of almost you were already looking at the goblins as they fell over, and it was right between them.
So do I see them at all? Can I shoot at them?
Yeah, you could
Goblins
target
in
them
the
through
house.
the door.
Sure.
Yeah, I would say that they have like partial cover.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay.
They get an AC bonus basically.
Okay. They miss. I miss.
Doing. Okay, Samril.
So, I guess I would have seen him shoot that way.
Mhm,
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just double move to like behind this rock and look, because I don't know what he's shooting at. So I'm just gonna go to there and then look and see what I see.
Yes, you are able to see that happening.
Yeah. And I think that's more than 30 feet, so that's my turn.
Okay. Okay, so you get to there, and as you do, what is your AC?
14.
Okay. As you get there, suddenly you feel a massive piercing pain in your back as an arrow lands itself squarely between your shoulder blades. You take seven points of piercing damage.
Where did that come from?
And yeah.
Oh.
Kind of arrow is it?
Ah, fuck! How'd that come from?
This arrow suddenly spontaneously grew from between your shoulder
Oh my
blades.
God, an arrow just grew out of your back.
The two
Message
sleeping
for you,
goblins. The two sleeping goblins remain asleep. It's Valdry's turn.
So did I hear Samril go, ah, fuck, or not?
Yeah, he probably reacted quite loudly.
I imagine it was a loud yell.
Yes.
Is it?
Okay.
Is that a arrow or a bolt?
There's definitely it's an arrow sticking out of his back.
Okay. All right.
I was
Good.
gonna say you can't see.
Valdry,
Through the building.
if you want to make a perception check, I could maybe see if you kind of can see which direction it came from before
Yeah.
Samril started like thrashing about madly.
Yep. All right. So, try that.
Oh,
Not even close.
it came from the
Wow, man.
heavens.
Where'd it
He
go?
was-
It actually
he was
grew
sm-
out of my back.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, that was spectacularly bad.
Wow.
Well, so I'm going to, if I heard him cry out in pain or something, I think I'm going to do a dash over to his area.
Okay.
So let's just 10, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, 60. I can get right down there. And do I get an arrow in my back now?
Not as of yet.
Alrighty then.
Okay, but now it's time for the goblins in this tower to come out, and they see all you guys advancing, and don't like that really much one bit. So they're definitely not going to stay put where they are. But they're kind of backed up against the wall here, so they don't have a lot of places to go. So they're going to take out their short bows, and let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. I will just say that guy moves there. And this guy is going to move up to right there. So this guy right here, he is going to take a shot. He sees Samrel there. So he's going to take a shot at him since he already has an arrow sticking out of him. Let's see. Yeah, that should probably do it. I think you had a 16, you said, AC?
I had a 14.
Oh,
so
14. Yes. Okay. So
if you think
definitely
it hit a 16, then
yes, 17 would either way would hit. So you are hit with another arrow. Yeah, another 7 points of piercing damage. You are
yeah, I don't
taking-
say anything this time.
Oh,
Oh
do
my
you fall
God.
over?
Yeah.
Oh dear, squishy level 1 characters. And the other guy who was coming around the building, I believe that's still short distance to Groot. Yes, it is. So he is going to take a shot at Groot. Oh my God. 21. My God, these goblins.
No, that misses.
Are you serious?
No, I'm not serious.
You take 4 points of piercing damage. And let's see. At the same time, Voldry, you were saying about that arrow in the back? Actually, it probably
It's coming.
no. One does go whistling over your shoulder though,
Okay.
and I'm going to see you actually do. You know, you whip
Perceive.
around and
Yeah.
perceive actually leaning out of. Hang on, I gotta get him on the right layer here. Leaning out of the building window to the north there was a goblin in there, and he took a shot at you.
Gotcha.
But it went wide,
Yep.
so didn't hit
Okay.
you. And so he actually uses, yeah. Well, he basically goes back into the building as soon as you see him. He like goes, yay! And runs out. And actually, you know, this would be hilarious. He runs right out the front door and smacks.
And hi,
Sees Serendil right there in front of him. He's like, oh crap! But that's the end of his movement. And so it's Serendil's turn.
Well,
Oh,
that causes a dilemma because I was thinking of making the other two sleep.
You now have a goblin in front of you, though.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
That ruins your plans.
Well, I'm still going to do that because these two are a threat. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to pop a sleep right here between them, and that should get both.
What's the radius on
So-
sleep again?
It's a 20
Remember,
within
these are-
20 feet of the point you choose. So
okay,
they're both,
so they both
Yeah, they're
within
about
there, yep.
40
Yeah.
feet apart.
Yep.
So
yeah.
they're just within range. So I'm
All
going to go
right,
ahead
so
and sleep. Submit. Ah, really? What did I roll? 2, 4, 4, 5, 1. Yikes. 16.
well,
That is
luckily
tough.
goblins are not very tough. They both actually do fall asleep.
All right. I say that was not very friendly.
Okay, mirror's up.
Would I have heard that commotion of this goblin up here? Like
You
when he ran out?
you can make a perception check. I'd say DC 15. You would have noticed because you were busy getting your rope out.
Yep.
Get the rope.
Nope, you were
Oh.
busy getting your rope out.
All right.
But you do have your rope out now.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, we got 4 of them right now.
We have 4 volunteer workers in our new works project.
All right.
Yes.
Can I
Repair all of these potholes from these boulders immediately.
Yeah. Can I take this one and just drag it to the fence line here?
Yeah, sure.
15 feet,
Move your character where you want to be.
like right there.
Okay. Yep. So you drag him over to the fence.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, is that all I can do?
No, I'd say you could still move.
All right. I'm just gonna hop over the fence,
Sure, that would work.
trying to get them all into one area to tie them all up together.
Okay, hang on here. Adjusting something. Oh, jeez. Roll 20. I just wish it wasn't quite so modal where you have to keep switching layers and doing different things. Okay. So yes, that would be your turn. Groot, it is your turn.
Being a squishy level 1 character, I'm going to go hide behind a rock and shoot an arrow at the goblin that just came out.
Okay.
So I'll do that. Shoot,
All
duck
right.
and shoot. Shoot and
Duck
duck.
and cover.
Duck, dive, dodge, duck,
Dove, duck, dive, and
dive,
shit.
dive.
Fuck a
God
dog.
bless it.
Wow.
Quite the
Too bad
spread.
he didn't have a pumpkin on his head.
You kind of blew your wad early, I think, with your
Ah,
rolls.
well.
It did.
can
So,
use
then,
your
so then I'll just actually, I
inspiration.
will hide behind the rock. I would have to, wouldn't I have to roll again?
No, if you want, I could say you get your inspiration. You can apply it retroactively.
Shit, why not? Sure.
It's
Do
a
a crit.
crit.
Do a crit.
7 points of piercing damage.
Oh, and he
Not
had
enough.
7 hit points. No, he had 7 hit
yeah.
points. Whack.
Yay.
Go ahead and narrate the kill.
Yay.
Being a lovely level 1 character, I'm running for my life with an arrow sticking out of my shoulder going, ow, that hurt! I shoot with my eyes closed and I hit him by accident.
Pure luck.
Pure luck.
Oh, and
'Cause that's how I use the inspiration.
excellent. Okay, so he drops dead to the ground, and yeah. So I would say you only moved 30 feet to get there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you've got probably another 15 feet of movement with your long shanks spell or whatever it is.
Long shanks.
So yeah,
Right.
10 more.
I'll run back and go, woohoo, look at me, I'm
Look
look the world.
I
Two goblins, 2 goblins. Yeah, and that's it.
Who the half elf? Who the half elf? Okay, that would be Groot. Samriel is up. You are down. I think you need to make a death save. Our first death save of the
He
session.
failed.
First death save.
Oh
First
dear.
fail of the session, too.
Excellent. Okay, starting us off right.
All right. Doing great.
Okay, what else we got here? Well, let's see. We've got more goblins. Out of this windmill to the north, more goblins show up. Let's see where. Yep. No. What is that? Okay. Yep. He shows up. He sees you, Groot, and he's going to take another arrow shot at you.
I don't think you should do that.
Well, he's going to anyway. 16. Does that hit you?
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Fucking
Dude, I'm a
goblin.
level 1 character. What do you want? I think it's pretty good. 16's a good number.
6 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
I go down.
Jeez.
Jesus.
Everyone make a perception check.
I'm gonna not because I'm dead.
Well, okay, yes, except for the people that are down. Everyone else make a perception check.
Ooh.
Wow.
God.
You are perceptive, all 3 of you,
Way
Bates.
to go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, all of you notice in the midst of all of this chaos, you are still able to tell that the drawbridge is being lowered.
Son of a bitch.
And let's see, we've got this guy is asleep.
That takes 2 people.
It does, at least.
Yeah, at least.
This guy is comes out. Let's see. Can he even make that shot? Hang on.
He'll find a way.
Nope. Yeah, he's gonna have to come out from behind cover though to do it. So hang on. No, pointer, not arrow. There we go.
Oh God, there's another one up there.
Yeah, he
They're
moves
everywhere.
5 feet that way, and actually 10 feet that way.
Where?
And he takes a shot at Valdry.
Oh,
I'm sensing a party wipe in our future.
Another arrow
Oh, I
goes
don't
flying
know.
over your head.
Alrighty then.
Let's see. Then that guy's asleep. Valdry, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to cast Cure Light Wounds on Samral.
Nice.
I will appreciate that.
So 4 hit points back,
Okay, that's enough to bring you back to consciousness.
and so that's my It's too bad. Would like to pivot and fire a nice guiding bolt at that little fucker up there. So if I noticed an arrow, so I am going to bring my turn back up and get behind that corner there.
Okay. Get back under
Sorry,
cover.
sorry, Samuel, you're on your own, dude.
That's fine.
Okay, then we've got, that goblin is asleep. That goblin is asleep. Serendil.
Okay. I look at this guy and I say, that is just not friendly. We're only looking to have a conversation. What is wrong with you?
Severely punished now.
And then I'm going to firebolt him.
Yeah.
Ooh, screw the sleeping.
Roast goblin. Tastes like chicken, you know.
I don't think a 10 hits, though.
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, well.
Firebolt goes flying over him, almost pings the windmill, but just misses one of the arms rotating. Actually, I don't think it's rotating at the moment, but nevertheless, does not connect. I think you would you moved to get there, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mirror, it's your turn.
all right. So, if I measured, right, this was like 85 feet. That's within the range of my bow, right? Longbow?
Longbow, yeah, I think that would actually be within the range increment. Let me double check.
Yeah.
If it doesn't say on your sheet already.
I can't find that.
Range, oh yeah, 150 is the short end.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll target that guy by the windmill.
Okay.
14.
14 is not, well, actually it hits him, but he has leather armor on, and that deflects the arrow. So, unfortunately, doesn't wound him.
Okay.
God bless it.
Anything
Fucking
else?
Goblins,
Any
man.
movement? Nope. Okay.
No.
We'll move
No.
on to Groot then. Groot, you get to make a death save. Ooh, he made it. 1 success. Samuel, now you're conscious.
All right, so
Get out!
yeah, I'm gonna
Get
move
to the
30
chopper.
I'm gonna move 30 feet to right here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna prepare an attack in case someone comes around the corner.
Ready an attack with your melee weapon.
Yes.
Okay.
So if someone
Right.
comes in melee range.
Okay, so this goblin that stepped out of the windmill, he sees you trying to firebolt him, Serendil, and he's going to return the favor with one of his arrows. And doesn't even remotely come close to you. He actually shoots like literally the side of a barn in the opposite direction. So, okay. So the other goblin then to the north, he saw you. Well, he was shooting at Valdry before. Valdry ran one
Yep.
way. He saw Samuel. He saw you get up. He knows you're wounded, so he's going to go after you. Let's see. What is his movement? 30 feet.
Here, goblin, 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 goblin.
Okay, you know what? He's going to move up to there and attack. He won't be able to take his... He's basically going to use his cunning... Not his cunning... What is it called? Nimble thing. And, but he will get an attack on you. He actually drops his short bow, pulls out his scimitar, and he's going to take a swing at you.
Do I get an attack on him?
You
do
said
not.
you were reading it, right? He
Oh,
said
yes.
you were
ready.
reading it.
Sorry, you had
Am I
a...
ready
Yes.
to
He was
attack?
ready.
I
Yeah.
am sorry. Yes, you do get an attack on him.
Kill him first.
I'm hoping.
First strike.
Hey.
Nice.
Yes!
No,
Yeah.
And 9 piercing. You kill him, actually. Go
Nice.
ahead and narrate.
Yes.
So he comes around the corner, and the first thing I do is just swing as fast as I can before he can get me.
Aha!
Swipe him right across the face.
Okay, with your rapier, actually, you would basically pin his face.
Or, yeah, it's piercing, so yeah, pin him right in the face.
Okay, so yeah, he drops his scimitar and just kind of sags on the end of your scimitar. Rapier, excuse me. So he is dead. Which one was he here? He
All
was
dead.
Gwerk. Gwerk has left the battlefield. Next goblin is asleep. And then we've got another goblin coming out of the windmill.
Oh boy.
He steps out, sees Serendil there. Hey, handy target. He's going to shoot you with his short bow.
Is Groot down?
Yes.
Groot
Yeah,
is down.
it's down.
I'm predicting an AC 10 does not hit you. Attack roll of 10 does not hit your AC.
No.
Serendil. Okay.
Oh.
That was his turn. Let's see. That guy is asleep and tied up to boot. Valdry, it's your turn.
All right, let me just check the distance on something here. All right, fuck those goblins. Time for guiding bolt. So let's see.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Come on, roll 20. There we go. All right, guiding bolt.
Oh,
Let's do.
Nice.
22
Yeah.
There you go.
definitely hits.
Then just click on the guiding bolt and it should give you damage.
Yeah, if you click on the title in the chat, actually.
On the word. Yep.
Done.
Yep.
There
You
you
got
go.
it.
15
Oh,
radiant.
yeah.
Oh my God! Totally overkill, Batman. Oh, which guy were you? Which guy were you targeting again?
Well, let's see if it's an area effect or if it's a
No, I think
That
No,
seems like
that's
a single
up,
range.
up to 2 creatures within 5 feet.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh.
How does that
So
work
they
with an
both-
attack roll?
you want to paste that in chat?
Let me just look that up. Because normally a single attack roll type spell
I thought-
doesn't.
I had that spell in Paul's campaign, and
Guiding bolt is, I thought
Yeah.
it was just like a crossbow bolt of fire.
yeah, I don't remember it being two.
Next
That's
attack.
what
A target,
that's what the
a target.
description is on the spell.
Towards
Paste
a
it.
creature of choice within range.
Yeah.
A creature.
Yep. Single target.
Yeah.
Oh,
Single
okay.
target.
But you definitely hit one of them, so you get to
Alright,
go ahead and
so-
pick which one you want to
alright.
obliterate.
Take the one to the south, the southeast, I
That
guess.
one?
Yeah,
Okay.
that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, he definitely had well shy of 15 hit points. So go ahead and narrate his obliteration.
So the bolts hit him, and he just goes
Splat.
explodes in
Right-
fire and kind of like
Lights the windmill on fire.
Yeah.
Kinda
Well,
like,
it's actually it's not fire damage. It's radiant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
damage. So like Wrath of Khan when the captain turned the phaser on himself.
Oh yes.
Kind-
He's
that's
just
what happened to
consumed.
him.
He is just basically vaporized by this
Yep.
enormous blast of light, and his companion looks over. Oh shit. Let's see. So that he is asleep. Let's see. He is asleep. Serendil.
I say, it is just unfortunate that I don't have any sleep spells left. So and I'm in a hurry, so I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to zap him with a firebolt. So I figure Paul has it in hand at the moment. There you go, 18.
18 hits him.
Boom.
Oh,
8 points of damage.
is enough to
That
kill
enough?
him. Go ahead and narrate.
All right, so I'm in a hurry, so I'm just like, I kind of just casually backhand him with a firebolt, because what I really want to do is get over and look and see what's going on with that drawbridge. But I'm literally just like scolding him, and then I just backhand throw one off and zap him right in the face and scorch him like at the end of Indiana Jones,
Ah,
the first one.
nice.
Yeah, the first one.
His face melts off.
Nice.
Ah!
All right, mirror.
All right. So this one, Paul, on the measuring thing, you said was tied up. I didn't tie him up yet. I just dragged him there.
Oh, I thought you had tied him up.
No.
He's asleep though, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
he's asleep.
For a
So-
few more rounds.
Yeah.
Not
Can-
many, though.
Can I basically drag this one to where I was and then tie all three together?
Yeah, I would say that's possible.
So,
I would say
what-
that they may have slightly better chance to escape than if you had
Sure.
used your entire rope on one.
Right.
But yes, if you wish to do that.
Yeah, basically try to weave it around all three and tie them to the fence.
Okay, basically tie them actually to the fence itself.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, I would say if you want to spend your action doing that, all three would be then bound to one of these fence posts.
Perfect.
Groot, you can make another death save. Nope. 5. 1 failure.
Oof.
Samuel, you've got a dead goblin at your feet.
If I move to here and look around the rock, is the door to this place open or closed?
This place right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Which place is that? That is the Nesper farm. I would say that it is. I'd say it's closed.
Okay. How far is this? Okay. So,
Oh, that's 30 feet. Yeah. That's your
Yeah.
normal movement.
yeah, I guess I'm gonna move to there. And so I see it's closed, so then I'll probably, head down by that guy with my dash,
Okay.
and then that'll end my turn.
All right. That goblin is dead. Will you get out of the frickin' turn order? I'm clicking. Oh, shoot.
Oh.
Okay. Now I removed 2 of them. Okay. He's gone. Well, you. This is the. Okay. He's unconscious. Baldry's up.
All right, I am going to dash over to Groot since I can't reach him with my normal
Okay.
range. So I'm going to dash right over so I can do a little laying of the hands.
That's an action, though, so you'd have to do that
Right,
next round, right?
Right.
Next
Yep.
turn.
Next turn. Yep. But I'm right next to him now.
Okay. And he is unconscious. That guy is unconscious. Serendial.
All right. So I see Elder is taking care of Groot. I'm going to 5, 10, go all the way up here and see if I can see who the hell's lowering the drawbridge.
Okay, well, the drawbridge has been lowered at this point.
Okay.
Crap.
Can I see who did it?
At the moment, you do not.
Okay. All right. I don't see anybody coming out or of those doors or anything like that.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, that's where I'm at. So.
Okay.
I double moved to get there.
Right. And let me see. Actually, let me adjust something here. Oh, what the hell? Oh, come on. I'm moving multiple things here off screen, so give me a second.
Sure.
Okay. And back to the GM ladder. Okay, mirror.
I saw Serendial take off. These three people are goblins are tied up, so I'm gonna do a double move and see if I can eventually get up that way. So I make it that far.
Gotcha. Okay, Groot.
Come on, baby.
Oh, two
Ooh.
failures. Getting close, but I think Valdrian,
Nope, he's on the way.
I'm right there.
as long as he casts the right spell. Samriel.
Guiding bolt.
I'm going to gently poke this goblin in the eye with my rapier.
Nice.
So very
Gently poke him. Okay, are you trying to make a wounding attack on him, I'm assuming?
I would like to go through his whole skull
Okay.
using the eye socket.
Okay, the way this works on an unconscious opponent, you basically get to attack with advantage, so.
Okay.
Don't fumble.
Yeah, don't stab yourself in the foot.
16.
There you go.
Yeah.
8 piercing.
Yes. You hit, and you believe you could also get a critical. Let me double check here. Condition.
You got brain all over your rapier, man.
Ew.
And
Attack rolls
eyeball
at advantage. Any attack that hits a creature is a critical hit if you're within 5 feet, which you are, so go ahead and roll a crit.
Is 8 enough to kill it, or do I need to
Yeah,
roll
okay.
more?
You can with the crit, you can just basically do exactly what you just said. You slowly push your rapier through his eye until it comes out the back of his head, and he.
And then I'm going to pull it out, and I'm going to wipe it off on the ground next to him. Just
Very
'cause
nice.
There's brain juice all over it, and then I'm going to move
Brain
30
juice.
feet.
Okay, and that was Snock. Snock is no more. Okay. Flick's unconscious. Valdry. Moment of truth.
Yeah. Moment of truth, baby. Let's do a little cure wounds on him. And plus, because I'm a disciple of life, if I touch him, he automatically gets he gets 1 hit point back.
Ah, okay.
He
So
also gets oddly aroused.
Do I see it too? Because I think I'm oddly.
You. All right, so let's see. So I'm going to actually cast this at level 2.
Hmm.
You can't cast level 2
Oh, wait.
spells.
That's right. Never mind.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to say, how
I
does
mean,
that
I-
work?
If you
I
can
will
do that,
He's
I
ready.
want to do
That'd be
it.
awesome. All right. 10. You get 10 hit
I'm
points.
going to cast
back.
this at level 9.
So 1 plus 10, so you get 11 back total.
Oh, that's more than I need.
Excellent. So
I
you
bank
are...
the extra as temporary hit points?
Yes, I'm quite sure that works that way.
Sure.
No,
Thank you.
but it is very impressive.
I approve it.
I could use light to create as well as destroy. Okay, so that was Valdry. Let's see. We've got an unconscious goblin, and it's Serendial's turn.
All right, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15. Do I see anything?
Yes, you do actually.
Probably
You
didn't have to go that far.
see. Oh, crap.
Sorry, that was 30 feet. Sorry, that was 10, 20, 30. Not 5, 10, 15.
You see a whole bunch of guys on horseback riding towards the gate.
Guys or goblins?
No, these look like actual humans.
Man. Nice.
Oh, come on. Oh, crap. Okay, hang on. The horses were switched to the right layer, but not the stupid riders.
Yeah, I only see 2 riders.
Crap. Come on. Can't I just get these guys? All right. Well, screw it. I'm going to move the horses independently until I can move these guys. So there's 6 men on horseback riding towards the gate.
Oh, there's more.
Okay, so these look human? Do they look like civilized, or do they look like, raiders
they
coming
look
in?
like heavily armed men
All right.
with kind of grim expressions on their face.
All right. Well, I call out to them and raise my arms and I say, "Fantastic! Welcome, boys. We're just cleaning up the goblins right now. How are y'all doing?"
Yeah, they keep riding towards you.
Okay. I wait.
Okay.
Get out of the way.
All
As
right.
they ride by, they slice your head off.
Mirror, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do that.
Oh, actually,
Yep.
can I prep something? If one of them looks like he's going to ride me down, I have my natural Misty Step. I'm going to Misty Step around the corner behind the tower. So
Okay.
basically, if one of them if it looks like they're going to run me down, I will Misty Step here. And
Okay.
that's my
You have to be
reaction.
able to see the spot you Misty Step.
Okay, well then I will Misty Step. I can go here. I should be able to go here. At least basically enough to get out of the way.
Okay. Yeah. So they're approaching. You can't tell at this point if they're gonna stop, run you down, or throw treats at you. Mirror, it is your turn.
All right. I move there. Double move.
Okay, dash to there. Groot, you are now feeling just fit as a fiddle.
You feel good.
So I cast a spell that lasts an hour, but I fell unconscious, but it didn't require concentration. I didn't die. How does that work? Is the spell gone?
I'm gonna say so. Yeah, if you drop to 0.
Okay. Well, I don't know that there are. The gate is opening, so I'm gonna go towards the goblins, and I'm gonna whip out my club and cast Shillelagh on it, and I'm gonna stand over a goblin's head, and I'm gonna prepare to. I'm gonna crush his fucking skull.
Okay.
So much for interrogation.
Yeah.
Hey, there's 3 there. You got more than.
They're tied up.
Well, I don't
Hey,
trust them.
you're up there. Hush.
I know.
Semril,
I
you see Groot approach the prisoners with a club raised.
I'm gonna move over here with my rapier out and say, let's
Need any help?
let's
You take
let's
that
hold
one.
off
I'll
on
take this
killing them. Let's
You
wait until they
recognize it
wake
over
up
there.
and see if they talk common.
All right.
See if they talk dirty to me. Okay. All right. Well, the goblin is still asleep. Valdry.
Let's see. Well, in amongst all this commotion, we still kind of lost track of
Kella.
what's her name?
Kella.
Yep. I suspect she was involved in opening the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go poking around for her on my own. But
I'll poke her with you.
all right. So do you think she probably came out of this? You know, the building where that one goblin was.
This one?
Yeah, that one. So
We don't know.
Well, I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna go up to that door.
I'm sorry, which door?
Where that dead
Oh, okay.
goblin is, and I'm gonna just stomp my boot on his head.
Okay.
Just to make sure.
Yeah, never do know.
Double tap.
Hmm.
Come on, get out.
Remember the importance of cardio.
Okay. Alrighty, so yeah, we've got another unconscious goblin. Serendial, you see these guys come riding towards you. Yeah, they see you, and actually one of them does kind of rein back his horse a little bit so that they kind of slow from a gallop to a trot as they approach.
All right, I'm just gonna wait. Again, I'll keep the same contingency up. So if one of them looks like he's about to whack me, I'm gonna misty step 15 feet back.
Okay. All right, and Mirror, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna keep moving that way. So 60 feet.
Okay. Groot.
So Samuel said, "So let's keep them wait until they become conscious and see if they talk common." And I say, "Are you sure you want to do that?" I ask you. Is
You can
that
respond.
what you really want to do?
You don't have to wait for your turn to respond to a conversation.
Wake them up and ask if they speak common. If they don't, we have no use for them.
Ooh, it's a sleep spell because I know it's not going to last.
Well,
It
you
was
can
only-
wake them up if you kick
If
them.
you poke him in the eye
you
with a
can
rapier.
wake him up. You can wake him up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will bonk. I will not be gentle. But I
Okay.
will knock one of them on the head.
All right.
Just bonk.
Okay. Not enough to cause damage, I'm assuming.
Not enough to cause
Okay.
damage. Just
All right. So you
Permanent damage.
whack.
maybe a headache.
You whack the one, I'm assuming, right next to where you are.
Sure.
And he like
I
goes,
see.
like, well, his arms are tied, so he can't clasp his head, and he like looks down, and then he looks up
Do
at
you
you,
speak
and he's,
common? Do you speak common? Do
yes.
you speak giant? I speak it. Oh, he does. Oh,
Oh
cool.
wait, you speak common, right? You were talking in common, not giant.
Yeah, I was
right?
talking common to him.
Okay. Yeah, he
Does he
doesn't
speak
speak
common?
giant.
Okay. Does he speak common? I ask him that.
He said yes. He did.
Okay, cool. We have questions for you. And
Great.
if you don't answer them, this guy's gonna stick his rapier through your eye.
Great. Okay.
I think that's good.
Okay. So at this point, the door of the tower to the north of the bridge opens, and you see Kella step out.
Oh, cool.
She comes out around the corner.
Stabs you in the back.
Well, no, actually, she then sees you there and like stops, like she wasn't expecting to see you there. And then she sees the horses approaching, and so she kind of stands back off to the side to wait for them to come through. And she says, "I would advise you get out of the way."
Why did you drop the drawbridge?
Yeah.
So they could come through.
And who are they?
They are the Seven Snakes. And it's Samuel's turn.
So I'm just gonna kick awake the other one, and
Well, there's three
well, the one closest to me, this guy.
on the bottom.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, he
and
wakes up.
in common, I'm gonna say, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna kill you.
He shuts his mouth.
Okay.
Didn't you want him to talk?
No, I don't want him to talk right now.
Oh, okay.
I don't want him to scream.
Talk,
Yeah,
don't talk.
They annoy me because they talk too much.
Yeah, and the
Smart.
goblin that's still unconscious snores loudly. And out of the door in the other tower flanking the drawbridge steps another person you've not seen before. This is kind of handsome half elf darker complexion, has kind of
Ooh.
ruddy good looks.
Mirror is smitten, maybe.
Well, you can't really see you can't see much except the backside of him, but it doesn't look like he's in too bad a shape.
Does he have a nice backside?
Yeah, from that angle.
Hey, Thaler.
And he kind of comes around the corner, and he also sees Serendil standing there, and he stops. Then he looks at
Right.
Kella and kind of points. Who's this? And Kella says, "We'll find out."
We saved your ass.
Valdry, it's your turn.
Yeah. So from where I am, I can probably see these two
actually-
popping out.
Yeah, I forgot I was gonna have these guys all go on his turn. So, Serendil, are you gonna stand kind of where you are? I mean,
He hasn't gotten a turn to
Yes.
move.
Now,
They're-
again,
they're not
I
gonna try and run you
contingency-
down, but they're gonna try and
Okay.
cross the bridge. So
okay, well, I'm not doing anything to stop them or
Okay.
harm them or anything.
all right. So these guys all ride into town then, and bear with me while I try to group these together. They're just gonna kind of come up and form. Oh, you just freaking
Flying
move!
V formation.
Oh, 20 is so twitchy. Okay, so then these guys right in here. Yes, and Mirror, now you see these six
Yeah.
guys on horseback come
Who
riding
the
in.
hell?
And one of them is leading a horse that doesn't have a rider, who stops kind of, the horse is kind of led next to the guy that just came out.
All right.
All right, so I'm sorry, Valdry, go ahead with what you were saying.
So yeah, so I'm gonna do my dash to kind of get up here to see what the hell is going on.
Yeah, you see these guys, they all seem to be wearing pretty decent armor with weapons. Let's see. What can we describe?
Do I notice? Yeah. Do I notice anything unique about them, perception-wise?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice. Let's see. Let me look and find what you would see.
Notice the second one on the top didn't cut his fingernails this morning.
No kidding.
He's using an
Um,
herbal shampoo now.
Right.
Are those wildflowers?
Yeah, you don't really see all that much that's would identify them. They're not openly wearing any sigils. They all look like they've had plenty of experience in combat. They've essentially got scimitars and where the heck is these? Yeah, I would say they're basically, these horses look like they're used to being
Okay.
in battle. They don't look like they basically look like they're kind of mercenaries. Is really what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
So yes, and that's what you see, and they kind of look over at you curiously, and I think we can probably drop out of combat at this point.
Aw.
All right.
I don't think there's you guys
We've
have the goblins.
we've taken care of the goblin infestation.
Right, exactly. There's not going to be another combat. So, how do we want to handle this? We've got two groups of people doing two different interrogations and questions and answers. So,
Well, I will suggest I will suggest that we have captured some goblins if my friends haven't killed them, and we could literally all go down and discuss it with the goblins.
Literally. Have
Uh,
the best interrogation ever.
yes. So yeah, Kella looks at the guy that looks to be the leader of these mercenaries and the seven snakes, as she called them, and she kind of tilts her head and with an eyebrow raised and He's like, of course. We'll leave the interrogation to you.
All right. Well, so can we all go down by the goblins and
Sure.
start a chit chat?
So you guys, Groot and Samuel, you see this group of horsemen riding towards you, accompanied by, everyone. Everyone's heading down towards you. Are you going to try and kill these guys quick before they get there?
No,
Okay.
before they, as I see them come around the corner, I look at them and go, man, you're fucked now. They're going to separate you, pull you between horses. You won't talk. And I don't even know what I want to ask.
No, Martha,
Better
no.
talk.
Me talk. Blick, good goblin, he help you.
Cool.
Yeah, so the whole group meanders its way on down there. The leader guy actually swings Kella up onto his horse, and she rides double with him. And
So I want to make sure these guys' story matches the story of the other two guys we let go.
I was hoping that through all the commotion, they didn't notice me over here, and I'm just gonna duck in the store.
make a stealth check.
Ooh, sneaky.
Sneaky. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay. As
I
far as
wanted
you
a
can
one
tell,
so bad.
yeah, as far as you can tell, none of them spotted you doing that, and it's actually just in time because the guy that's the leader shouts to the other 7 snakes, "Fan out around. Make sure that there aren't any other goblins about. Do a thorough search." So these guys actually take their horses into this field and kind of tether them up and start fanning around, searching the remainder of the buildings as you guys are doing this. So the leader guy, he and Kella ride with you guys to.
Well, as we're heading over there, I want to ask him, so who are you? My name is Sir Endil.
Ah! No, and there's a
Dimensional warp there.
localized black hole. Ah!
His riding horse went to warp speed.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten the controls on this worked out yet. No. My name is Zolkin
Oops, wrong
Alexander.
I
My
said,
name
well,
is-
I know Kella.
My name is Zolkin, and
Hi, Zolkin. We met Kella, and you are to the other dude. Who's the other dude's name again?
he introduced himself already. He's Zolkin.
Zolkins.
No. I thought there was the other dude.
They all went up there.
Yeah, they're all tethering their
Oh, they all
horses.
went up. He went
The
up with the horses.
important people are
Okay.
talking to you already.
All right. So I said, well, who are you, and why are you here?
All right. Actually, he would probably have had his horse sent up there too. So he says, "I'm here for her."
Okay, dokie. Well, we just got here. We were coming to explore, and
We found her and helped to protect her from the goblins.
then she split, which was not terribly friendly, but you know.
She
I'm
says,
sure she had her reasons.
"The drawbridge was down. I saw that you guys were in trouble, so I lowered it. I knew that I was expecting Zolkin and these snakes to arrive."
Well, we have no idea what happened in this village, and we met an earlier group of goblins, and they basically told us that they just happened to stumble upon this place and found it this way. Being goblins, I don't know how trustworthy they are, but that's what they told us.
I wouldn't trust a goblin so far as I could throw them, but that does jibe with what I saw. There were certainly no goblins running around when these boulders fell.
They do have interesting choices in haberdashery, though.
Zolkin kind of goes,
So here are the 3 we captured. 2 are still sleeping.
One is still sleeping.
yeah, one.
Oh,
is-
just one is sleeping?
Yeah.
All right.
And I say, this one
So-
has a knot on his head, and I bonk the guy with my...
No, Blick, tell you what you want to know. Don't hit Blick.
Don't hit lick. Wow.
Blick.
Oh, flick.
No, Blick. Flick over there. He looks at the unconscious one.
So who wants to interrogate these guys?
Well, so how did you come to the village?
On foot,
Why are you here?
because the people gone. We want to raid. We want to steal. We want to get food and supply for our tribe.
That pretty much jives with what the other guy said, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, now you don't have to get as much.
What?
They don't have to get as much supplies because there's less mouths to feed.
Oh. Yeah. Look on bright side.
There's
More
always
for
a silver
us.
lining.
More for us. You let us leave with stuff?
No.
No.
Oh,
We'll let you leave with your life,
And that
Okay.
I
pumpkin
might let
over
you
there.
leave.
maybe.
okay. You look
I
like
wanna-
nice guys, gals, and such. Mirror, what are you doing, by the way, during all of this?
Well,
Is there
wanted to-
anything in that house.
yeah, I wanted to see what the interaction was, and then, if we were gonna get attacked or whatever. So it doesn't look like it. So I think I'll come back out and make my way down there, not stealthily, but I'm not gonna run either.
Okay. Yeah, these
Meander.
guys have started kind of walking around exploring some of these buildings. And yeah, so once you come out, they spot you, and one of them shouts to you, halt right there. Who are you?
I'm with the others. I was just checking this building out over here.
He says, don't move. And he shouts over, Zolkin, found this woman over here. You know who she is?
And
I
I
say,
say
"She's
she
with
is
us."
she is a member of our party.
I don't know who that is. No.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
Never seen her before in my life.
Some crazy lady.
No idea. We have no idea who this person is.
She's
Yeah,
with us.
Zolkin says, they vouch for him, or I vouch for her, sure, let her through. So, yeah,
And
then,
so I asked Zoltan,
Zolkin. Yes.
said
Zoltan.
Zoltan,
Zoltan.
Zoltar,
Zaxxon.
Zach's son.
I was wondering how long it was going to take you to start murdering NPCs' names. And
Well, is it
Session 2.
Zoltar machine and big, right? You got to ask him. A wish.
Zoltar, yeah.
Down there.
Zoltar
So-
machine.
So I said, do you know anything of these boulders falling from the sky that hit this village?
It's like, no, we were planning to come here, and I was waiting for word from Kella for when we should arrive after she'd had a chance to talk to the Lady Nandar. But it seems like that meeting maybe never happened. I've had barely a chance to talk to Kella myself. What do you know about what happened here?
We know nothing more than what you do. We were also, and I'm looking at to remember we came here on the behest of Lady Nandar, right? Guys,
Yeah.
Bueller,
Right.
From
Bueller.
her postings,
Yes, from her postings in Waterdeep.
Yes.
She
I
was
came
looking-
to deliver a message, but that's why the rest of you guys were on the
Yes.
When
I
we came to
to
deal
play
with
music.
we were going to help mediate with the elves of our deep forest.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But we got here and found this.
Yes, I've never
Place
seen
overrun
anything.
with goblins.
So does anybody know, we didn't see a lot of dead bodies, right?
No, we
Well,
You
did
didn't
not.
see any dead bodies. And
So
one of the
it's like,
goblins
where did the whole
said,
village? Where did the village go?
well, didn't Kella say she
Kella
saw
killed
them leaving?
No, Morak said Kella saw him leading a group of at least a dozen people out of town during the boulder attack. He
Ah.
was the dwarven innkeeper of the inn.
Yeah.
Yes, that was Kella chimes in and says, yes, the dwarf led most of the surviving townspeople that I could see out of the town.
But what?
You know
But
where?
the survivors. But what happened
Yeah,
to
we
those
haven't
who
seen anybody
who
else.
died? We should see bodies or something. Or did the goblins? Hey, I whack one of the goblins. It's like, what did you do with the bodies here?
Well, you haven't really had a chance to explore.
Right.
Well, so far we haven't seen it.
Well, I still whack a goblin on the head and say, hey,
uh, they're-
where are all the bodies?
bodies where they fell. We don't want to take dead bodies.
Food.
Oh, goblin not
Mongo
eat
needs
people.
I also am gonna say, and I don't know what's going on with that Mountain Bailey over there across that bridge. We haven't been able to get there, but you know,
We haven't.
for all we know, there are people over there.
Well, as a holy man, if I know that there are bodies sitting out that have not had their final rites, whatever, I will have to go out and take care of all those people.
Yes, I think. Well, I signaled to my men to begin searching the town, but I think a thorough search probably would not be out of the question. And this is it looks like there's been a lot of destruction, and there are quite a few buildings here. We
I
need
say,
to.
I say, may I accompany your men on their search so that I may administer final rites to those who have died.
Yeah, sure. Well, there's only one of the 7 snakes. It's kind of close by at
Yeah.
the moment.
Yeah.
So he motions over to him and says, he'll wait for you for whenever you're ready and you want to
All right.
begin explorations. In the meantime, I suggest we raise the drawbridge so we can create a defensible perimeter here in case more goblins arrive.
Well, that's what we did originally.
Well, yes, but we're not going to lower the drawbridge for more goblins
Yes.
now, are we?
No.
What do you want to do with these goblins? Should we let them go, or should we? We did let 2 go earlier, and we told them that we would have no issue with their tribe if they would leave peaceably.
You let
And
2
they
of them go?
did. Yes.
Yes.
That wasn't very smart.
They weren't very
either.
smart.
No, I would suggest you kill these goblins as soon as possible. And
Okay, I
Blick,
spunk-
Blick,
Okay.
no, you promised, no!
No, it's back of the head.
Whack! Okay, yeah, you basically, both you and Samuel take care of the 2 conscious goblins, and there's still one that's snoring.
I say
you-
that is literally gross.
Tell us closer.
Kelly, do you
Anybody
want
else?
to do
Is
the
that your
honors?
side?
Else want?
All right, yeah, Kella pulls out a short sword and just basically very businesswoman-like slits the goblin's throat while it sleeps, and it dies as well.
Cool. Well, then I say,
That's
well, then let's get
cold.
across this bridge. You guys look for bodies, and I'm going to find.
Well, first let's shut. Are we going to shut the drawbridge first?
Right.
Okay.
Actually, two of the 7 snakes have already made
Oh,
their way
okay.
towards the. They
Sounds
actually, if you remember, it actually does take 2 people to raise and lower the drawbridge
So-
because of the
Who
mechanism.
are the 7 snakes?
Are you asking one of the?
Yeah.
Who are you asking?
Either.
Zolkin?
Noah and the guy. So
Zolkin?
who are the 7 snakes? Who are
We
you?
are the 7 snakes.
And should that mean something to me?
Probably not. We don't really advertise our services except to those who would need our services for something. At the moment, we're involved in a real estate transaction, although at the moment I'm not even certain that there is any real estate here to take advantage of. But it could actually work out to be in our advantage if the entire town is gone. Then
It's all
Right.
free real estate.
yes,
Right.
exactly. I like the way you think.
I don't agree with that.
I do.
Well,
I
real
say, do
estate
you
is
all have
lar-
cool? Do you each have cool snake names? Like, is one of you Black Mamba?
It's one of Pliskin.
Oh,
Thanks, Pliskin. Come on.
He says, "No, the snake actually comes. Oh, here, just a moment." And you see him. He actually kind of reaches into his sleeve, and he. Oh no, actually, he doesn't reach into his sleeve. He asks Kella. He reaches out his hand, and Kella, out of her sleeve, you see her pull out a snake,
Oh.
Like a live snake?
a live snake. It actually slithers up from her arm into his, and you guys see that it actually has wings.
Whoa.
And he says, this is actually the perfect time. We need to send word to Daggerford to let them know about what's happened here. So they'll be waiting. And so
Sure.
he actually takes out a piece of parchment and actually begins writing on it.
What you writing?
Word to
Word.
Daggerford. Like
feel
I just said.
I'm right now.
that.
Word.
Just told you,
I'm
man.
writing word. Yes.
Word. It's worms, Roxanne. Worms.
Worms.
It, actually, Groot, make an intelligence check, or what would be good?
Nature.
No, not nature.
I
Make
have-
an intuition check. Trying to
Insight.
think. Yeah,
No.
insight check. That's what I'm thinking of.
Insight or investigation?
Insight.
Insight. All right. Insight.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ow.
Yikes.
Wow.
Actually, if anybody else wants to, I mean, this is not
Sure.
necessarily something that only Groot would know.
La la la
So,
la.
insight. Ooh, hey.
Nice. Voldry.
Yes.
Oh, actually, Mirror, you would know this too. No, wait, I'm sorry. That was your stealth roll, not your insight. I didn't see your. Anyway, Voldry, for sure. You have heard that oftentimes flying snakes are used heavily by the Zentarum to communicate.
Oh, Dave says he's been booted from Skype and it won't let him sign back in.
Oh, okay. No wonder. Couldn't hear him.
Yeah, that explains why
He's still on the call, on the
sitting
Skype
still.
call. Yeah.
Yes.
He is still on the Skype call.
He's
Whoa.
unusually still.
Whoa, Dave. The Xantarum.
Don't tell me that. That's part of my background. They killed my
Uh-oh.
my mentor.
Well, he's the only one who knows it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, don't
None of the rest of us.
don't
Yeah.
tell me that.
So, yeah, tell Dave that I tried calling him and he's unavailable.
He can join. He just
Yeah,
has to join.
I'm not sure why he's not joining.
He said he had to go back to his Microsoft account. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I'm not even set up for his Microsoft account. Been booted from Skype. That's weird. So he was still on the call.
I don't see him.
No, he's
No.
not anymore. I removed him
Oh.
because I thought maybe that was blocking him joining.
Tell him to try back.
Yeah, try back again. Yeah, so anyway, Don, you know, from what you know, the Zentarum, they're basically another faction. They're pretty unscrupulous. They generally are mercenaries and power brokers with no particular care except for enriching themselves.
Gotcha.
It's definitely not folks that you would,
Bastards.
not folks that you would really appreciate too much, but
Yeah.
you have no
Yeah,
specific
I'm-
enmity with them.
Right. But I'm sure I'm picking up kind of a not cool vibe from them.
Well, I mean, you're not getting anything specific like they're
Yeah.
being hostile to you, but
Right.
they're obviously very callous and they didn't really care
Yes.
what happened with this guy, with these
Yep.
goblins, I should say.
We see you, Dave. Do you see,
Yeah,
hear us? Okay.
Back.
Hey,
My actual account, my Microsoft account was locked for suspicious activity.
Nice.
Hmm.
What?
all right.
So I had
Thanks,
to like
Microsoft.
re-sign in and get a code sent to my phone.
Huh.
That's
Weird.
weird. That is weird. Yeah, you were still on the Skype call after you were
Yeah.
messaging
You
us.
were really still.
Exactly. Very unanimated. Anyway, yes. Oh, we were just saying that Don realized that nobody else so far, but Don realized that the Zolkin, the guy that's leading the Seven Snakes, is Zentarum, or at least he.
Oh, like him.
No, quite the opposite, actually.
Oh,
Like
Yeah,
what's
who?
he?
Zentarum are, I was explaining, are basically another faction like not like the Harpers, but a faction like the
Okay.
Harpers are a faction, but they're essentially concerned with themselves only and
Evil
profiting
fuckers
and
that
enriching
killed my
themselves.
mentor.
I
Yeah,
got
and
Don't tell me.
yes, Groot did not trip to the fact, and really, you don't know for sure that they are specifically Zentarum, but you do know that the Zentarum communicate by these flying snakes.
Flying
that,
snakes.
Yeah, that Zolkin is going
That's
apparently
interesting.
wants to send a message through.
But did Groot notice that?
I
Snake
did
The
not.
only
Groot did
person
not.
that noticed.
I was blissfully unaware.
Yeah,
Ah,
if you were
okay.
actually, I think you dropped off before I asked for the perception
Yeah.
check or an insight check. So if you want to make an insight check,
Okay.
You can-
I will.
if you can get a DC 17 or higher.
Yeah.
No.
Only Valdry knows it.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? No, I think a 15 would have been fine. So Kyle,
Hmm.
you're
Oh,
also
so I would know it too.
yes,
Okay.
you'd also be aware of this. But in any case, he finishes writing his note. It's not like this great big tome or anything. It's just a few words on a
Yeah.
scrap of parchment, and he ties it around the snake, and then kind of sends the snake up. The snake actually starts flying away. So that's a good word to Daggerford and let them know what's going on here. In
So
the
I'm just
meantime,
I'm gonna kind of just casually sashay over here towards Samrel.
okay.
La 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 la. And say, and
Hey.
kind of gesture, say, "Hey, step over here with me for a second." And it's like, did you do you understand what those things are the snakes and who uses them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's
And Samrel, was it you that came down with Groot?
No.
yeah. Well, I traveled with you
Yeah.
and Mirror.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
So
Yeah, so
yeah.
don't
Yeah, we
don't
shouldn't.
talk.
Yeah,
Groot
let's not
about
tell
that.
him that. Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So
nothing.
I'm-
La la la.
I'm actually going to go about, Paul, and try and gather ladders, wood, to bridge this gap here.
Oh, okay.
So that we can cross. That's what I'm going to do. So it'll probably take a while.
Yeah,
I'll-
actually, that's one thing
I'll
that.
help with that.
Okay,
15.
yeah. Zolkin was saying that he was asking if he assumed that you hadn't been to the keep yet, but
Nope.
he said that would be another place to secure. In the meantime, yeah, if you guys want to go house to house around these places, the rest of the places, because it looks like
Sure.
the remaining
Yeah.
goblins have been cleared out anyway.
Yep. So I want to go
Yeah.
up. I want to go up and check this little hut here.
Hang on, I might be zoomed in too far here.
Yeah.
Which hut are you?
The hut where the paddock is, where all of the snakes horses are
Okay.
towards the north.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you click and hold on a spot on the map, it'll send a ping out from your location.
Yeah, like that.
Ping.
Ping. It's the machine that goes ping. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to kind of quickly fly through these descriptions of these buildings, but that particular building looks like it was a trading post. It's a 20-foot.
Which one?
The one where
The one Valdry's in front of.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Ping.
Yep.
Yep. I'm actually I zoomed out on my map, not the main map there. Okay, so that ping building right there, yes, that's the trading post. It's 20-foot square.
Yep.
10 foot by 20 foot side room containing storage shelves and a cot. Blah 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 blah. You wouldn't know about whoever is there. So let's see. Actually, why don't we start before we go into exploring buildings? We should probably start by the goblins. So let's see. Which guys did you kill here? It's actually kind of convenient that they named them on the map or on the adventure.
Yeah,
so
they're
I
all killed actually.
yeah, actually, yeah, they are all killed except for
Oh.
the two that fled.
Mhm.
Right.
Yes.
So okay, the one that was right there, dead by the front. You don't know his name, so what does he have? He has a backpack. Looks like it's got
I'll put this in that party loot if we just to
Yeah.
note it for now.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Goblin.
there's a bunch of stuff. It looks like it might have been taken from this store, this trading post store. So some of the things are like still sealed, like spice
Mhm.
jars, ink jars, crockery, bottles, that sort of stuff. Were you planning on
Crockery.
taking it, or
No, I have no need for that.
yeah? And
Okay.
but there's still actually a bunch of intact items remaining in that store. So it's basically anything worth like about 10 gold pieces or less.
Would
Generally, you could
probably
find in here.
return it all to the store,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that was his stuff, and that's pretty much all there is to that store. There's really not much more in there, but
Okay.
that would looks like it was a trade. It's called the Trading Post. Oh yeah. It's a symbol of the. It's actually got a mounted above the building entrance is a circular blue shield emblazoned with a stylized golden lion, the symbol of the Lion Shield Coster, a trading company. So something to note. Okay, so that was the trading post. Other goblins. Who else we got here?
I'll go look at the two by the windmill before I help Gert.
Okay, that
Yeah.
would be Longo and Yek. Again, you don't know who that is, but okay, so they each have a pouch. Longo's pouch has 2 copper pieces. Yek's also has 2 copper pieces.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull it.
As for the windmill itself, it's
They don't have weapons or anything.
yeah, they all have scimitars and short bows.
Okay, I'll take the arrows myself.
Okay, you get 5 from one and 4 from the other.
I could use a couple of those.
Well, you can search
Yeah,
these
I'll
3.
give you some once I
too.
get back to you.
Well,
Okay.
I'm jumping around all over the place here, so I got to tackle these one at a time. Are you
Yeah.
going to explore the windmill itself, or are you just leaving it?
Yeah, I'll do that while I'm there.
Okay. Yeah, it's on top a 10-foot high grassy hill. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and they have. It looks like they may have been climbing around in the rafters in this place, since there's. You can see their footprints through the mud
Mhm.
leading in there, and then it's actually you can see on the sides of some of these rafters. So they were apparently climbing up and around in here. And that's it. Really, not much more in that windmill.
Okay.
So, Samuel, were you saying you were going to explore the ones, or examine the ones that were tied up that you killed?
Oh, I was telling Groot he could examine them if he's looking for arrows.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't care. I'm not
Let's
going to
just-
examine any of them. I'm looking for something to help cross the bridge, like long
That's what-
planks or
That's
something.
that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I don't care to search any of them.
Correct. Me too.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we'll say Kella and Zulkin search the goblins that are there. Are you going to search any of the other goblins?
I'm just looking for long planks somewhere.
Okay, yeah, there's
something to help
plenty
cross
of
that
debris.
bridge.
I mean, a lot of these
Yeah.
buildings are
Yeah. I mean,
burst up, and
I'll search that one and that one.
well, okay, one at a time.
Yeah. But
So
Why don't
if you
them
search,
all?
yeah. I just want to know who is searching what, because it
Mhm.
could be that somebody else gets to them first.
right.
The one that is by the where the horses are, he has a silver locket shaped like a fish.
Mm.
It looks like it's actually clasped.
Okay, I'll open it.
Inside, you find a painted portrait of a rosy-cheeked male halfling.
Oh. Probably stolen.
You think? No,
Okay.
that was his lost love.
That was his girlfriend.
Any arrows on him?
He did shoot at me, so probably.
He had 6 arrows.
I take those. Okay.
And the one to the south by the guard tower. Oh, who's that guy? That is Snock. He had a sack that contained a stuffed blood hawk and a battered copper flagon emblazoned with the grinning visage of a halfling.
Like a cup, right?
Yep.
Yeah, a flagon,
Okay.
yeah.
A Stein.
Stein!
And any arrows on that guy?
That guy had 3.
All right.
While you're exploring that, you actually catch a sight of movement coming out of that building.
Oh.
Not
Okay.
coming out of it, but within it,
Yeah.
like through the window.
I think
Okay.
that one right there.
No, the one to the south.
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this one?
All right.
The one that the
I'll
boulder is smashed through.
I'll alert this snake and
Well, that snake was actually with wherever Valdria is, actually.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, got it. All right.
I haven't moved. I'm still here.
Yeah. Sorrentino just standing there looking at all this with a bemused look on his face.
Yes. Well, I actually want to keep an eye on this tower to see if there was any like movement or life or, people looking at us or anything like that.
So I
Yeah.
draw my bow and walk to where I moved myself.
Okay. You could approach a window where you saw the movement if you wish.
Yeah, and then kind of motion to Kella if she sees me draw my bow.
Mm-hmm. She has her back to you, actually.
Okay. All right. So
But Zolkin saw you. She was apparently talking to Zolkin, and he saw you withdraw your bow, and he kind of points at you, and so
Yeah.
she turns and looks at you.
and I'm like, I kind of nudge my arrow at the building.
Okay.
Like signal.
He nods, and let's see, what does he got? No, that's a frickin' goblin. That's not going to do me any good. Back. That's not what I want either. Okay, give me a second here. Anyway, he draws his weapon and approaches the front of the building.
All right.
You look in and you see something small moving on all fours, scurrying from one room to another of this ruined house.
Okay. Does it look like a pet?
It looks definitely
can't
smaller
tell?
than... Yeah, it looks about this big.
Oh, I can't see you right now.
Well, it's kind of dark, and even with the shattered walls, it's whatever
Alright.
it's doing. It's sticking to the shadows. It moved.
I'll approach the window.
It didn't move like a dog. It was
Okay.
kind of slinkier than that.
A cat.
Yeah. I move closer. There's a window there.
Yeah, well, you were looking through the window. That's when you saw
Okay.
it through the window. The window is shut right now.
All right. I'll approach where he's gonna, because there's a door right there, right?
Well, there's a great big boulder that smashed through the corner
Uh-oh.
of the house. Yes.
Okay. I thought that was like a doorway, but yeah, I'll go around and peer in.
Okay, yeah, he approaches as well. He's got a scimitar out, and it actually would have been probably right around here that you saw it move to.
Okay. Do I...
Zolkin looks at you, and what do you want to do? Like he doesn't say
Oh.
anything, but
I mean, do we see it now?
you see nothing at the moment.
Okay.
But there's lots of shadows and broken
Yeah,
down
right.
furniture. I mean, this building. Quickly, we'll do
Yeah.
the description here. Blah 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 blah. It was a cottage. Tons of wreckage everywhere, and actually, you wouldn't even need to roll for this. You
Okay.
see some of the furniture looks familiar,
Oh,
like you've seen
the
it before.
Zelbert's house. Okay.
Yeah. And as you look around, you actually do see a foot sticking out from under some of this rubble.
Oh, okay. I move closer and try to see. I just said I think I saw an animal.
And he says, "What kind of an animal?"
I couldn't tell. It was too dark through the window.
Yeah, if you go ahead and make an intuition, make an intuition.
Do I remember if they had a pet?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Insight. There we go.
All right. Yes, you do remember actually her writing to you about Melantha writing to you about getting a new cat not that long ago.
Okay.
Well, it was a while ago, but
I
sometime
kinda-
in the not too distant past.
I tell them I think it's their cat. I recognize the furniture in the house. This is where I was supposed to deliver my message.
In fact, with that roll, you remember she referred to the cat as Relics.
Okay.
All right,
So I'll call out
L-I-X.
that name.
Skrillex?
Relics. Yep. As you do that, actually out of the shadows, very cautiously, tiny cat-like creature comes out, but it's actually not just a cat. It actually has wings.
Oh, Jesus.
Why does everything have wings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Does he
something.
say anything?
Because they drank Red Bull.
Right.
Ha!
Nope. It just looks at you.
Okay.
He just looks at you and kind of cocks
and
his
then-
head because you said his name.
Yeah. I kind of look at it, and then I do a look around, and you said I saw a foot sticking out.
Yes.
So I'm like, can you ask what, Zol? What's his
Zolkin?
name again? Yeah, Zolkin.
Vulcan.
Can you help me with this wreckage? I think my friend is here, dead, probably dead.
Oh. Sure. Let me give you a hand. And he reaches down. You can tell the guy's pretty muscular, but
Yeah.
so between the two of you, are you able to lift a whole bunch of the wreckage up? And you do unfortunately reveal actually both Melantha and her husband Lathan.
Oh wow.
Looks like they were killed by the collapsing of this cottage when it was struck by this enormous boulder from above.
Okay.
It's pretty obvious it was bludgeoning damage from the roof collapse.
Sure.
And,
Okay.
Rilix kind of looks down, and it's interesting because he has very intelligent looking eyes. In fact, you've heard of these creatures before. It's called a tressum. A tressum.
Okay.
There's rumors that they were created like the results of wizardly experimentation on house cats at some point.
Okay.
But they're extremely intelligent, and they've been known to form strong friendships with humanoids, particularly rangers and wizards.
So I'm going to wait for Valdry to make his rounds so he can bless my friends. But I'm going to try an animal handling check and see if I can get this cat creature to come up by me.
Okay. Well, you don't even need an animal handling check. If you kind of attempt to
Yeah.
persuade it to come closer, it looks up at you and walks closer to you, seeming to not be afraid of you.
Okay. I crouch down and try to pet it and see if I can pick it up.
Okay, yeah, you pet it. It actually purrs and kind of like does the whole cat thing, like
Yeah.
going with your hand. And
Sure.
he actually does let you pick it up.
Okay. I pick it up and try to get a little comfort right now
Yeah.
because
I probably saw this through the fence, so I'm going to make my way back down there.
Yeah, there definitely are some bodies here.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the two people that you guys, or at least that Mirror knew in town. And,
yeah. So I thank him for his help and just ask him for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Alone.
So the rest of the searching of the places around, I mean, there was the stable. That's the trading post. Did I mess that up? No.
There's this farm.
Yeah, the farm itself doesn't have a whole lot.
Yeah.
There's enough in there. The cottage is one of the cottages that wasn't damaged on it, but the rock in the garden beneath it there's a body under it, a human body.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like a boulder fell on a body and crushed it there.
Okay. Well, I'm going to administer the last rites to Mirror's friends here.
Okay.
At least I can do that for them. And I provide some comforting words to Mirror at the loss of his friends.
Thank you.
And then so you said up at this farm right here is where there's another one.
No, actually,
Body.
No, the body is actually right where one of the horses is. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
It's in the field up to the north. God,
Like
too many
up
things going
here?
on here. This one right here.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
That's right where the body is, actually.
All right. Well, then
Yes.
I will go up and administer the last rites. I asked. Oh, all the horses are in there. I said, hey, I need one of your riders to come and help me with this one.
To get the body out from under the boulder.
To remove the boulder so that I can administer the last rites.
Yeah, the boulder with both of you working together, you're able to get the boulder off.
Okay.
And yeah, pretty much. Unfortunately, the body is pretty well crushed completely by it, but it's still.
I will do my ritual for them.
So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get through the rest of this village without taking too much more time.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. This building right here actually does it. Its cottage door appears to be locked. It doesn't look like it's been entered. As actually the shutters are also locked. Windows have shutters over them that are also locked.
That one goblin came out of there though.
No, he came out from around the corner of it.
Yeah, I think he came up from that one, right?
Yeah, he was actually nestled behind the building to the north.
Yeah.
Boulder, right? Okay.
So if you're not going to do anything further with that one, we'll move on to the next building. This one looks like a rock fell on the front room of their house, and there's another halfling in there. And a male halfling got killed by rock falling on the front room of their house.
Yeah.
You do find... just go everyone make, whoever's searching around in general, make a perception check.
I'm looking through there Zelburn's house, so
Okay.
I'll do that.
Well, I mean, if you guys don't care, that's fine. I mean, I was just going to give you descriptions, but if you're just focusing on just specific areas.
And, yeah.
So Don, while you're, unfortunately no, you guys don't see
Yeah.
anything else.
I didn't see squat.
All right. Well, we'll just breeze through that then. If you guys have anywhere in particular you want to investigate, let me know. But
The only place I want to go is up to what appears to be like the church or chapel or something like that, where the graveyard, all the graves are.
okay.
So I do want to check. I do want to check out that building.
The building you'd already.
We already checked it.
Yeah, we already
Yeah.
did that.
Oh, that
Yeah.
first one.
We explored
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah,
That
you
was
did.
the
Those were
first.
there
That
ringing
was
the
the
bell?
first.
first one we looked
Oh,
at.
right. Okay, right.
Yes.
I was confused.
You did not
All right,
explore the
never-
graveyard.
I will do that then,
Okay.
just to see if I
Or
see any
these-
other bodies.
Those two buildings either.
The graveyard looks like has most of the villagers who've perished since the founding of Nightstone were interred there. Let's see. Narrow footpaths meander among the graves, most of which are marked with granite headstones. A couple of these markers were destroyed when a giant rock fell on them. In the northeast corner stands an above-ground crypt with the name Nander engraved over its entrance.
Ah, that's a familiar name, is it not?
Yeah, the Lady Nander, right?
Right.
Again, if you want to make an insight check, done.
Yeah. Do that insight.
Okay.
Nice.
You do recall that the Lady Nander's husband was killed during one of the disputes with the elves before the peace treaty was formed.
Right.
In fact,
Yep.
that was actually the impetus for her, Lady Nander, dropping everything and saying, okay, we need peace with the elves. We're going to stop, all incursions into the forest, the Ardeep forest, and that's for the elves. And anyway, her husband is likely
Okay.
interred there.
Okay.
Or if she could be too, if if she died recently, but it didn't. That's not something that would have. She wouldn't have
Right.
even had announcements out looking for help if that had
Right.
been the case. Okay, so meanwhile, the rest of you guys definitely found enough rubble in the rest of this town to build a kind of crude construct bridge leading across. It's not something you would be able to easily travel across in a hurry, but being careful, you could step through, and it's solid enough that you wouldn't have to worry about breaking through the boards. So let's see. You can go ahead and paint something over to make a bridge if you want. I'll let you take care of it.
Oh, a little paintbrush. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anything else you guys want to do?
Yeah. So, after I asked, for some moments alone, did that other guy leave?
Yeah,
So,
Zolkin backed off as
Okay.
once he saw the bodies, and you asked
Yep.
for some time. He went back and started talking with Kella. Actually, both he and Kella kind of headed
Okay.
off in a different direction.
So I'm by myself.
Yep.
Right now.
Yep.
I want to open that letter.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, the letter
You don't
was
have
addressed.
to tell me right now, but
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna read it and see. Okay, was this? I'm just curious. Was this maybe a warning of, this attack, or? I mean, that's kind of where I'm going with it.
Uh-huh.
Like, just trying to figure shit out, basically. So I'm gonna open that letter.
Okay. I'll let you know what that is.
Whenever.
Okay, so yes, basically what we want to do here, I think this is probably a good spot to end this session, but I'd like to know what your plan is next. Kella and Zolkin have headed to the Nightstone Inn. The rest of the Seven Snakes are basically kind of clearing out the town, making sure that no goblins remain, which would be done by the time you guys finished building that bridge. But were the rest of you guys planning on crossing that bridge when
Oh,
you
yeah.
came to it?
Oh yeah.
Or do you want to
Yep.
take a or do you want to take a rest?
Oh yeah. I need to get my spell slots back.
Yeah, we could probably use a rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zolkin said. I mean, he basically has his the seven snakes after they've cleared out the goblins. He has them take up actually some defensive perimeters around the town, like at the top of
Okay.
these towers, keeping an eye out in
Mhm.
case.
So we could go and rest in one of these little huts or whatever, perhaps.
Sure.
Yeah, you could, or if you want to, that you could sleep in the inn. There.
Oh, we could do that too.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
So okay, so if you want to take a long rest, that would be fine, and we will end the session there with you guys
You're
having completed a long rest.
You're
And
gonna level up.
yes, I was going to say that's a good point at which to level up to level 2.
Woohoo!
Level dose.
Level.
I get to
dose.
finally be a druid. Yay!
Yeah.
I asked Groot. I found a bunch of arrows. How many do you need? I have
I-
104.
Jeez, I don't. Yeah, I only lost like 3, so I'll take a couple to fill me back up to whatever I have on my sheet.
Okay.
Yep. I think it's 5. Let's just say 5.
All right.
Yeah, between the rest of the goblins, yeah, it's. I would say you both pick up 8 more arrows from the goblin bodies.
Okay.
So
Cool.
okay, I'm just going to position these guys kind of where they're stationed for night. And oh, actually, you know what? There's a kind of a worrisome hole right here in the defenses, so he's going to stand guard right there. The other guys are going to patrol the wall.
Go get him.
So
You go get
Yep.
them.
So next time, you guys, I'm assuming, are going to enter or cross the bridge and to explore the keep on the other side of the island, on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And that sounds like a plan as far as Zolkin is concerned too. He doesn't plan to join you. He's going to stay with Kala.
Okay.
Oh.
But okay, that sounds like a good stopping point. So we will pick up with the continuation of the exploration of Nightstone next time.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
All right,
guys.
everybody.
See you
Thanks
guys.
a lot. Appreciate
Yep.
it.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.